Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 9th episode of Dororo. So, last episode, we ran into this kid and his sort of sister that were, well, they were both involved in this whole centipede demon sacrifice ritual. Boy Saru did not want his sister to be eaten by it. Sister was willing to sacrifice herself for the betterment of others, and we were able to come up with a compromise that kept them both alive, which was basically kill the centipede, and it was all good. Dororo, Hyakimaru was able to use his hearing to his benefit instead of as a detriment, which is good development, as well as getting his sense of smell back at not the best time ever, because like sulfur is not what you want to smell first. It's not a good experience. But he is getting senses back. He's adjusting to them, and it's good progress. So let's see what we're in for with this episode. 3, 2, 1, play. If only Hyakimaru had one of those. Smelling more things makes sense. I mean, he just got his sense of smell. How you wouldn't get bored of you wouldn't get bored of that quickly. Stop smelling me, Aniki. Are you not feeling well, Dororo? You fell over kind of easily there. Yeah, you might want to lay down. I don't know if there's a good spot to lay down, but we should find one. You can actually hear your complaint, so... Oh yeah, we also got his first word last episode, Dororo. But yeah, you're not looking good at all, kid. We need to get to an inn or something. In the near future. Well, Dororo might want to dance, but he's in no condition for it right now. But yeah, at this point, Hyakimaru has a lot of his important senses back. He can feel, he can smell, he can hear, he can talk. It's a lot. He still doesn't have his like normal sight yet, but that's probably coming. That'll probably be one of the biggest differences once he gets that back. Love this opening so much. Light it up, baby. And slice all those enemies. Dun, 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 dun. Party is over. Ow. I probably should not have imitated him there. I keep forgetting I have a lamp there. The mercilessness. That's okay. Let's see what that's about. I want to find somewhere I can take this child to rest. Do you know of a place? Okay, that's fine. I'll find somebody else to help. It's okay. No need to help me. How about you, stranger? Are you willing to help a little bit? Very simple dialogue. In other words, no help. So yeah, basically Hyakimaru can talk. He knows a few words, some basic words, but he's not going to be writing poetry anytime soon. Well, someone's back there. Somebody that will probably help, since she asked about it. So I guess this episode will be focused on Dororo getting better. I mean, not too long ago it was Hyakimaru that was laying down needing help. A bit of a change. Your mom is not here, I'm sorry to say. Well, Still amazes me how many different ways they managed to translate Aniki. Yeah, he's not gonna leave you, Dororo. Don't panic. Just get some rest. He'll be fine. Okay, yeah. Are we really gonna get into that? Because I'm sure it's really tragic what happened with Dororo's parents, but there's that flower, yeah. It does kind of look like fire, doesn't it? So yeah, we might be getting a Dororo flashback here. If that's the case, it's probably gonna try to make me cry again. Uh, yeah, there's no ghosts to worry about, only demons. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Dororo, you're the silly little kid. You know, if he survives, but I know things are gonna go wrong. I don't think that's true. You think you want that, but again, bit harsh. And then he practices his rock throwing ability because you know that'll help. I'm throwing rocks. What does it look like? Oh, Dororo. Yeah, I hear somebody panicked. Oh, yeah, this is where things go wrong. Might want to hide for sure. You're not anger the samurai. Yeah, we're certainly not that. Okay, here we go. Be sure to block the arrows as best you can. That's not very good. Oof. Right in the body. Ah. I mean, they're doing well. But Dororo... Oh, I thought an enemy was sneaking in behind to him. That's much better. You know, unless she gets caught up in it. Which I'm worried might be the case. But yeah, definitely casualties on both sides. But I think we won. Not a thing a child should probably be seeing. Well, well, yes, but oh gee, that poor child. I mean, things haven't even gotten as bad as they're going to for him, but I bet. Ibukuro. Why? What lesson specifically? You say that, but... Yeah, because I'm sure the future will be bright. Itachi. Could you forget those things? Oh yeah, you were asking for that. Yeah, I feel like this is probably where things start to go wrong. But it might be the start of a certain divide. Yeah, Dororo, yeah, it sucks. Okay, let's see how this goes. If you think you want to be as sneaky as possible when attacking, but oh well. Yeah, arrows, they are pretty deadly. You got a lot of them. I want to dodge those arrows. Yeah. It's all his fault, isn't it? You are a bad person, Itachi. Ooh. It's... Hopefully karma gets you anyway. Again, poor Dororo. Throw a rock at him, Dororo. The moon. Yeah, this is not a very good childhood. Just not at all. Having to loot corpses on a battlefield for something. It's just... God. Just, God. I don't know what to say. Just so horrible. Because they took up the... Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say that. Yeah, because, you know, the child's not already scared and traumatized. Red continues to be the only real color we see. And that makes it okay. I saw that coming, but still, that's gotta hurt. Yeah, just burn down the village because that's totally okay. Yeah, you can't do anything in that condition, man. Don't even try to get involved. Hmm. Don't tell me they saw us. Oh no. To take revenge. I guess that's the conclusion you came to. Ooh. Well then. Yeah, he can't win this fight though. There's too many. Oh damn. He can definitely go like a badass though. Ooh. Uh. If only Dororo could help, but even if he could fight, he still probably wouldn't make that much of a difference. Yeah, show him. Show him how it's done. Yeah, he was just... Yeah, he was 100% badass, just... Wow. But I don't think that makes it any better for Dororo. Yeah, I mean, I guess there wasn't that many, so maybe Dororo could have made a big difference if he was older. And then began life of just wandering around with only his mother. I would imagine hunger is the default state in this world. Oh god. Uh, just... I would not want to be a child growing up in this world. Unless maybe I was a noble child, but even then... Are they, or is it some sort of trap? I don't trust anyone in this show. Well, they do seem to be giving out food, but... Oh, right, yeah. He's there too. I bet you did. It's not like you have any real pride or morals. None of your business. Don't talk to him, Dororo. Yeah, throw a rock at him. That's probably not gonna end well, though. He deserves it, but it's just not gonna end well if you do. Uh, I got hands. I was half joking when I said that. That would really hurt. I don't think I want to watch this part. Uh, uh, yeah, that's... Uh, 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 it's dripping. Uh, feel bad about even joking about that now. Yeah. I hope you die regardless. Yeah, you tell him, Dororo. But I mean, because the brief flashback, we can kind of assume that she dies in, like, a field of these flowers, so this is probably gonna be it right here. Uh, it's not fine at all. Yeah. 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 See a young girl. They don't think Dororo's a girl. Unless I just been very misunderstanding something. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to see that. But he would be able to figure out the smell. Oh. So, are you actually a girl? Is that seriously the big plot twist that was revealed just in this episode? Oh, wow. Uh... wow, I mean... if that's the case, then that's some mind-blowing stuff, because I... Uh... wow, okay. I still can't fully accept that. Not right away, at least. Wow, just... I'm still thinking about that. I can hardly pay attention to this scene. Uh, it's just... yeah. I can't believe Dororo is a girl. That's... just, I... wow, I just... that is just... I know that's not really the most important thing with the episode. It was the whole family flashback, but... that's currently what's on the front of my mind. I mean, I thought for sure I just, like, misread it or something. Or she had a misunderstanding when she said that before. About traveling with a young girl. I was like, what? What are you smoking, lady? That's not a girl. But, apparently, once we saw Dororo blushing and stuff, that was like, oh, shit, that was legit. Uh... This is clearly something Dororo wants to hide, you know, with her. Oh god, I gotta switch my pronouns now. It's gonna really throw me off. Yeah, it's something she wants to hide. But anyway, that was the 9th episode of Dororo, and yeah, I mean, I gotta get my composure back. Okay, yeah, the episode was Dororo got sick, and we had to take her to someplace to rest, of course. But the vast majority of the episode was the flashback of showing Dororo's parents. And, we've heard her talk about that a little bit before. Like, she's here and there mentioned, like, mama here and there about something. And I think she talked about it a little bit to Yui. I think that was her name, the singing girl. Yeah, but this episode we really delved into the whole family situation, and this didn't quite get me quite as, it didn't make me cry like the whole Yui thing did, because this one we kind of had an idea of how it would end because Dororo was alone, so we could already kind of knew that the parents died one way or the other for a while, so because of that, it didn't have quite as much impact to me as that whole thing did. But it was still very sad, tragic, don't get me wrong, it definitely was. And got me close here and there. But yeah, the whole thing was her mother and father were part of a a group of people that were attacking samurai and stuff, and people took issue with that. Sometimes they attacked back, and Itachi had a bit of a difference of opinion of where the direction of the group should go. And once they got to that point, I kind of figured there would be some sort of betrayal there. Like, that was fairly predictable. And it happened in a pretty bad way and left our Dororo and her parents alone and father very injured. Which was a really bad thing because in a later scene when he ran into a village being attacked, he could barely defend himself because of the injuries. And even then, he still put up a really good fight. Like, he wrecked them pretty well, but just not enough to walk away from, unfortunately. And then it was just left with just Dororo and her mother, and it was just a struggle for food and survival at that point. And yeah, that led to the very hard to watch scene. That was easily the hardest to watch scene of the episode, one of the hardest to watch in the whole show, because they got a tip about some food, given away, so they went over to it. And they kind of cut it out, and then she went to the front of the line and said, "Please give me food." And they said, "We don't got any more bowls to give," And I made a comment about just using her hands, and when I said that, I didn't think about the fact that it would be really hot. Like, I want to clarify that I did not think about how hot it would be. It's just the first thing that popped into my mind. And then she actually was willing to do it, and then they showed just how hot it was, and I was just like, I kind of wanted to just stop the episode right then and there, or close my eyes or something, but like you can't really do it in a reaction video. But yeah, just that was so hard to watch, just seeing it just get poured down like that, and her having to endure it, and Dororo having to watch all that, and watching Dororo blow on it because it's too hot for her to eat, but it's just it was such a horrible scene to watch. And yeah, just Dororo threw a rock at the guy and he caught it. And I do hope I do hope karma gets up to him and he suffers a horrible death at some point. That's kind of what I hope. But yeah, not too long after that scene, we got to the field of those red flowers, and like I said, because of the flashback bit from before, you could infer that that's where she died. But, between the flashback and what Dororo said about the flowers, and she's going to associate that with the death of her mother, and just, yeah, it's all very upsetting stuff. The only thing that made it a little bit less upsetting was the fact that we already kind of knew that this would end in a tragic way, just we didn't know the specific details, of course. And yeah, that was the bulk of the episode. Dororo, it got better, and they went off on their way. And like I said, the lady said something about Dororo being a girl, and I had a bit of difficulty processing that for a while. But yeah, from what happened later, Dororo made it pretty clear that yeah, that is, she was not mistaken there. She got to see all of Dororo's parts, or lack thereof in this case, and yeah, that was, yeah, I mean, Hyakimaru now knows, so yeah, that's certainly interesting. I did not expect that, because partly because of Dororo's attire. Like, maybe I can find a shot of it earlier on in the episode. Maybe not. It'd be hard though, because Dororo is like unconscious for a lot of it. But like the Dororo's outfit, like it covers like the left and right side of her torso, and leaves like the cleavage part open. I don't know, they just like an outfit that like barely covers the nipples, so it just never really struck me as something a girl would wear. Especially somebody trying to pretend not to be a girl. But actually, never mind. I guess that would be the case. If you were trying to pretend you weren't a girl, you would wear something that a girl probably wouldn't wear. So I guess it does make sense to a degree. And also, you can't be too picky about clothes in her situation. But yeah, that was just... That was the biggest plot twist of the whole show. To me, at least. But, yeah. I don't know. I don't have much more to say on that, but I could just sit here for 10 minutes continuing to be baffled about that development, but yeah. I wonder if we'll get into the reason why she pretends to be a boy. I mean, as a general rule, it's good to pretend to be a boy in this sort of setting. I mean, those of you who have seen Game of Thrones, Arya Stark did something similar, so first, So I do get it, but I do wonder if she will elaborate on that at any point. I don't know, but just... That was something, alright. It's gonna take some getting used to that, I assure you. It's gonna take a lot of getting used to that. But yeah, that's really all I got to say on the episode, so yeah. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.